Hello there, my friends. Aisha motivates. Let's hope that your week is going fairly well. I wanted to stop by today to talk to you about one of the core ingredients that's needed to get you from point A to point B. And when I come on to my channel to speak, and give you an opportunity to, see your possibilities, there are many things that we will be looking at, and there are many things that we've looked at already. But one of the core ingredients, I believe, happens to be courage. Courage. What does that mean? To me, that could mean many things. And for some of us, there are situations wherein when we're thrown in, it's either sink or swim. But when you are looking to go after your dreams, when you've got goals, when you've got thoughts of a better tomorrow, sometimes it could be a little bit scary, right? It can be a little bit scary. And what traps a lot of us is when we falter, right? When we're walking, we're doing one thing after another, and then something happens and it stops us in our tracks. Some of you have heard this before, but I am here to share with you one more time that when you fall down, you got to pick yourself back up. And one of the core things about having courage, to me, one of the very core things, is that you have to be willing to feel that fear, to be uncomfortable, and yet continue on. Do you know how many people are scared and nervous when they're doing what it is that they're doing? Many well-known individuals have stated that perhaps, let's say, if they're on stage doing something, they would throw up and all manner of things, you know, before going on. But when they get on stage and they're doing what it is that they love, oh, this is the secret sauce. You've got to be willing to go after your dreams with fear and all and conquer it. When you get off, you can throw up, you could, tremble and all that stuff, but do it. What choice do we have? Not to do it? As they say, insanity is when we keep doing the very same thing and hoping for a different outcome. And if that is the case, then there's a whole lot of people, a whole lot of us, who at one time or another, we've been crazy. Crazy for feeling, right? And feelings is what traps us. Feel the fear and do it anyways. Because the alternative would mean that we would be stuck in a rut, going nowhere fast. So when we're looking out there and we're looking at people, trust that there are many people out there scared as ever. And you can tell when a few people are nervous. One of the things you've probably heard, and I've heard, and I try my very best not to do, when you're doing whatever it is that you're doing, in the presence, in that time that you're doing what it is that you're doing, never apologize, just keep on going. Why? Many times, they don't even know that you've made a mistake until we say, sorry, can I start over? Don't do that. Just keep on going. And for the most part, nobody will know that you've made a mistake. And what I love is that for many of us, sometimes you're sitting there. Think back to when you're sitting there in an audience and you're watching on to others. Have you not thought to yourself, wow, they must be brave. Look at him. Look at her. Like she's got no fear. Look at her speak. Boy, I wish I could be like that. Not knowing there's a good chance that some of those individuals have been quite nervous. I've listened to Oprah Winfrey talk about the fact that there have been many times where individuals, including Beyonce, who have asked, how was I? Was I okay? Was that okay? Many of us are nervous and we're uncertain of ourselves and we're looking for validation. But in all of that, We cannot hold ourselves back. And many times it's not people holding us back, but we ourselves, because we're afraid of what people will think, what they'll say, or how we will appear when we're on stage. One of the core, well, I keep saying this word core, but one of the very important things is prepare. Do all that you can to prepare. And once you're prepared to your very best, for the most part, you will excel. Imagine yourself in the space doing what it is that you need to do. See it in the future. Practice this. And for the most part, you will succeed. At the very least, you would do better than had you not prepared yourself for that opportunity. See it in the future. Do all that you can so that when the time comes, you will have more of a chance to succeed rather than to fail. And if by chance we do fail when we're doing what it is that we set out to do, let us fail forward and let us keep doing what it is that we need to do. So much so that we will gain the confidence and we will have so many flops that sooner than later we'll get it right. Failure is just a stepping stone to success. And at the very least, the worst case scenario, we can say, I did it my way. Or not to be regretful at the end of the day. I don't care whether or not I don't get to my destination. What's important to me is that I'm able to reach one person out there. And I'm very confident, 100%, that if I'm not reaching you, yes, you, I'm reaching somebody else. And I know in my lifetime I've reached people and I will continue to do so. My information is below. Should you be ready? It is said that the teacher will arrive when the student is ready. If you're ready to connect, if you're willing to give your future a chance, know that if you don't have all the answers, you need to invest in getting the answer. You need to invest in yourself. So one-to-one coaching is a wonderful opportunity. Whether it's myself or someone else, always invest in yourself. If someone knows more than you need to get around them. You need to have some of their special sauce. We're all blessed with something. What I am looking to do is to help you or anyone that you know how to take what you've got and package it and monetize it. You've got something special. You need to stop and think about it because you do have something special. What is it that people compliment you about all the time? What is it that when you are in that presence doing what it is that you're doing, time fly by and you're still wishing you had more time because you were enjoying it so much? For me, is sharing information such as this to individuals, to helping them to see something that they've missed, and providing my creative, beautiful journals to get into the hands of people who want to write their visions and make it plain. Junk journals for you on my Etsy. Junk journals for you, one word, Etsy. These journals are uniquely, artistically beautiful, using refurbished pages, antique and vintage pages, so that when you're writing in this space, if you love papers and colorful papers and all that, you can use this space. And if it's not for you, then get a blank journals, that's fine. But my creative juice and my creativity is creating these lovely, one-of-a-kind handmade journals for people who love what it is that I do in my special niche. What you do, what you will have for the world is not for everybody, but it's for somebody. And so junk journals for you is where you can find my journals. And if it's not for you, bless someone with it. Give them as a gift. Valentine's Day is coming up. Hello. Blessed, whether it's a teenager, an adult, these are good for anybody. Female based. I do make for males, but what you will find on my Etsy right now, they're for female. I make specially when asked for men. I just love doing all these girly and beautiful papers and such for you, the women. So, what is it that you want to do that you need just a little bit of courage, but you've got it within you? That courage will only come when you keep putting into yourself, feeding into yourself what it is that you need to do the work. You can't have courage if you don't put into you what it is to succeed. That's foolish. So when you've fed into yourself, poured into yourself, you will be able to confidently say, yeah, I'm ready, right? But you need to have courage that when you fail, that you get up and you try again. Don't be afraid of failure. Have courage. I love how the scriptures, the Bible talks about courage. Every time the angels would come to someone, more times than not, they would encourage us to have courage, not to be afraid, right? Don't be afraid. Go out and live. What do you have to lose? Life is so precious. What do you want to do? Sit with all of your possibilities inside of you all bound up? And tomorrow we might not be here. At the very least, you could be like Moses, you could be like Martin Luther King, just reaching for your dreams. In that, you would be helping to make life beautiful for someone else. And you will be getting up every single morning fulfilled, knowing that you're living life with purpose, on purpose, and for a purpose. That's it. Have courage. Be of good faith. Don't give up. Fail forward. Keep failing. One day you will get it right. This is Aisha Motivates. Check out my Etsy junk journals for you. And if you want to find out a little bit more about my handmade journals, my information will be below. And you can find out a little bit about that too. Thank you. Bye.